Okay, I don't know how to contour, but like this really do be making those cheekbones pop though, so I highly recommend doing whatever this is. So I was practicing with all accents and stuff, and this one seems to sound the most interesting in the synth mode of the three that I was doing, which is regular, and then this one, and then a more sophisticated sounding kind of voice, I guess. Let me just get back into character here. Yeah. So, I don't know what this person is supposed to be, but it's an accent I've heard a lot in different places, and I'm pretty sure it's like British and different like that. So mostly right now I'm just playing around with sounds and seeing what it sounds like. Part of this accent is that you just talk really fast. You talk really fast, and you sort of like put everything through your teeth. You definitely don't pronounce the PH sounds. You just like like that. What's your opinion on people doing accents that they aren't born with? Because that would be interesting.
A lot of people who are just work about their voice say that they like using this sound. I've only used it in a few videos, but I want to see what my voice sounds like when I talk in my customer service voice, and it's really high up here. And I talk like this when I'm at work, and I talk just like in a normal voice when I'm here, and then when I'm trying to be really quiet, it's like actually kind of higher, and then I can talk in kind of a deep voice, but I don't really do that. And then I've got like accents that I do that are not very good, or try to be something else like that, and a melody don't you know, and all sorts of like things that are different. I'm not very good at all of them. I'm working on it. I'm trying. It's not very authentic yet. It's just bad.
So I'm just using a filter because I can't be bothered to put on makeup right now, which is actually kind of what I wanted to talk about. Does anyone else just like know they need to do something and just not do it? And I'm not talking about like chores, but like I've had to pee for like 2 hours and I just haven't. Like I know I should and then I just don't, and I haven't had food since like 6 something, and I got hungry and it's 3 a.m. now, but I just haven't. That I have an excuse for because it's downstairs and I'm lazy, but I could just get up and pee and I haven't. Is that just a me thing, or is that like, can anyone relate? Also, this filter is so cute. I wish I was a fox. So I got this comment on a video that was just me singing, but mostly I want to say thank you. That's really cool. I think of myself as alternative, but compared to a lot of my friends who are way more alternative than I am, it's not something that people seem to notice, so thanks for acknowledging my alternativeness. I appreciate it. Update, 3:30 in the morning, oatmeal, hits different. Also, I have this lollipop I'm about to try, and it's supposed to be extremely spicy cinnamon, which is not my favorite, but we'll see. Yep it is, but bearable if I eat it like that, so we'll see. So I made a set of TikToks today that will be going up shortly, and some of them are up already. But why is it that when I put on clothes that I feel pretty in, they half the time end up, like, after wearing them for a while, it hurts? So in the most recent video, I have the only pair of pants that I own that actually fits me, that I would consider pants, that aren't like sweatpants or leggings. And after wearing them for the rest of my day, I had red marks around my waist and hips, and like painful, like it hurt where the belt was, and that goes for the bra that I was wearing too. So like things that are tight look great, but they also hurt. So how to make better, please? Because I want to look hot without being in pain. Okay, Hold up, so I have an idea. So, I started this lollipop last night, and this is as far as I've gotten on it, because it's extremely cinnamony, at least for me, a white person. So it's a little hot, but what if I put this in my coffee? Let's try it. I wasn't gonna leave the whole thing in, but then it fell in, so let's try it before it fully dissolves. As of now, it has a very cinnamony aftertaste, but the water is very hot because I haven't gotten it time to cool. It's stuck to the bottom, so maybe try that. Tell me why TikTok gives me all the views for videos where I'm just like have a filter on I'm talking, but doesn't give views for the videos where I'm dressed up and actually like cute looking. When the last conversation that you had with someone was like a big argument or something, and then you're scared to text them again because it's there, and you know that when they see your text they're gonna see the fight that you had, and you're scared they're gonna still be mad at you. And that's why I haven't texted the person who was my best friend in high school for like 6 months. But I texted hi like 10 minutes ago, and now I'm afraid. This is part 1 of me filming very basic life tasks to make it feel like I'm actually accomplishing something. So I'm about to take my meds that I'm supposed to take about midnight. It's 5 a.m. Yeah. Pills. I don't know why, but the hand thing helps. I took my pills. Yay. Day 2 filming myself doing random stuff. I made some tea. It is a Never Quench Your Thirst for Adventure Lipton black tea. I'm reading a book called So Near and Yet So Far. I am on chapter 4, and we'll see how far I get tonight. I finished my tea. There are leaves left over from the previous tea that I made, and I've already had to pee twice, so yay. Also, I watched 3 videos while I was drinking tea, because I'm weird and it takes me a really long time to drink anything, because, yeah. Hydration, though. I have reached chapter 7, and I've so far found this an entertaining story. I'm going to have a snack now and move on to other activities. It's still day 2, and as you can see, my nails are finally grown out enough because I haven't been anxiety biting them or picking at them. So I'm going to paint them with some nail polish that is old and I need to use up. It's glitter 30, that's like a blue glitter, and then this one. So I'll show you what that looks like when it's finished. Also, I'm watching How to Get Away with Murder, which is cool. So I ended up not using those colors at all because they were fully dried out, but this is the end result of layering pink and blue. My hands are so cold, it's taking a really long time for the layers to dry, and I'm thinking about getting dinner soon. Here we have my dinner of rice with cheese on it, and bagels with cheese on them, and I am still watching the same show, and I have my little game pulled up, and it's still super cold. Hello. Today's day 4, and I'm hoping to finish this book. It's actually really good. It's about cute old ladies, a group of 6 of them, and then the author is narrating the story, and I'm assuming it's true, and they go on this fun trip to New Orleans and the surrounding area and just vibe. It was published in 1955, so there's some questionable terminology, but everybody seems to be doing basically nice, good people things. Yes. I did read some of it yesterday, but I've read a lot today, and I think only have about 2 chapters left to finish. This is a fun angle. Also, it's daytime. I woke up at like 8 this morning and went to bed at 2. I need to get my scheduled day journal because I have classes soon. Quick trigger warning for eating disorders and disordered eating behavior. Because of my nocturnal schedule, I've been only eating 2 or sometimes 1 meals in a between sleeps period, and because I'm going back to being diurnal, my brain says I should continue doing that. Otherwise, I don't know. Just because. So my breakfast was hot chocolate because I don't want to eat 3 meals. But I can't actually get away with that if I'm waking up in the morning at home. So. And I'm aware I should be eating 3 meals because I get hungry at times. But I am not. So. Life update. Currently am bleaching my hair. Realizing now that it was just long enough that I should have separated out the roots and the ends, but it's this color right now and I'm gonna wait 20 minutes. This is my hair after 20 minutes. I think there are some parts that did not get gotten. Here is the final results. There's definitely some brown, but I'm gonna cover that up with green. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'm tired. So I got all dressed up today to make TikToks and stuff, and I wanted to do some sort of like little themed content because I really like the aesthetic of it, and I don't know how I fit into that. We're not gonna talk about that right now. So I got dressed up and then I was like, actually, I'm not motivated. And now I'm in my bed with the animals and I was like, oh, this is little things. I'm doing little things. They're just not creating content, which makes sense. So I'm just watching TikToks for 6 hours in my sweater. I put on makeup for a Zoom class and then that's over. Now I'm adding captions to some videos and it's taking way longer than I thought, so let's look at this cool icicle. See? It's weird. Welcome back to my room. It's messy because I'm depressed. Today we're going to be looking at fancy dresses that don't fit me anymore because depression. So this dress I actually got from Goodwill, as did I most of these. It spins really pretty, but the top is too tight, and I modified those straps, but just, it spins pretty, but like the boobage area is basically like too tight. Sad. This one has the same problem. It spins really pretty, but it is so tight I couldn't zip it up all the way. Even taking a deep breath in it, it's like tighter than my corset, I think, and I can't lift my arms. Yeah. This dress, I couldn't even zip the side up, even though, look at that gorgeous skirt. I actually found this in an antique store, and it fit me perfectly when I bought it. We also modified the sleeves on this one because all these dresses I had to wear to religious places. So the moral of this story is basically, my boobs get in the way of everything, and yeah, we love that. I've been back on campus for 3 to 5 days. I can't actually remember. This is my lunch. We have coffee that I've mostly finished from breakfast, 2 little mac and cheeses in 1 container because why not? And there's about half of that left that I got as food. Yes. There is way more homework this mod than there have been in my past 2 ones, so probably content will be sporadic as usual, but like more so. So do not be concerned about that. I just have a surprising amount of reading to do, which I shouldn't be surprised by. And also like extra assignments that I give myself to do, like